Yo, y'all, it's me, it's the N.D.T. show. Today's episode I like to call Late 80's Horror.
You know what time it is? It's time for another exciting episode of the N.D.T. show. Yeehaw!
Hey, y'all, you know what time it is? It's time to do a redo of last year's Tuesday's Top Tuesday. Brought to you by Joe the Horror Man over at Horror Man's channel. I will leave his link in the description below if anybody wants to check out his channel. He came up with this, and anybody out there is also doing the Tuesdays, Top Tuesdays from last year, or the redos this year. Be sure to check them out. Anyway, on to my redo for Late 80's Horror. So let's take a peek and see what my redo is. You want to? Now this one replaces one of my two picks from last year's Tuesday's Top Tuesdays category. But to find out which two that I picked last year, go back and watch it. It's on my playlist. This one is also a replacement to one of my Tuesday's Top Tuesdays. Like I said, if anyone checks out that video from last year to see my two picks, it's in my playlist. There you have it, folks. My redo top picks there from the late 80's horror. Like I said, the Michael Myers Part 4, which is Halloween Part 4, that is a replacement to one of my two that I picked last year. Like I said, if you don't know the two that I picked last year in my category, Tuesday's Top Tuesday, go back in my playlist. They're under it. Another one I might get hate for is The Burbs that I replaced. The Burbs with another one. Now, The Burbs may not consider a lot of out there may not consider it as horror, but it's in my list and it's on my horror genre. It's a great classic film. I may get hate for it, but still yet, I replaced one of my Tuesdays, Top Tuesdays last year for The Burbs. Now, the rest of them that I picked are the redo. That would have been my number 3 pick if I had an opportunity to throw in a third one for my Tuesdays, Top Tuesdays last year, but I didn't have a chance to do that. That's why Joe the Horror Man came up with this category of redos to pick our third installment if we wish to, or pick a replacement that we haven't seen or decided to have if we've seen it in the past, if we decide to throw it in there as a remake, or should I say replace, of the alternate two that we picked before, we could do so in this category called redo. So there you have it, folks. That wraps it up from the N.D.T. show. From wherever you are at in the world, good morning, good day, and good night.
Thanks, y'all, for watching an exciting episode of the N.D.T. show. We'll catch you on the next one.